is the general open banter. All right, so we will banter on this one. I just hope that countries such as South Africa, Algeria, Morocco, Egypt, they will not come for me. I hope they will not come for me. All right, so what are we looking at this time? Now, we're looking at something that borders on the Giant of Africa, a contested title. I mean, it's a title that many African countries are coveting. They wish to be the Giant of Africa. They wish to be called the Giant of Africa. But funny enough, Nigeria is called the Giant of Africa. For some reason, we are seen as the Giant of Africa. In fact, we don't only go by the Giant of Africa, we now even go by the Big Brother of Africa. And to think that Nigeria is somewhere around the trigger area of Africa, you know, Africa looks like a gun. If you look at the map of Africa, right, it looks like a gun. So when you look at the place where the trigger is supposed to be, that's where you find Nigeria. How nice. So we're like a trigger. Little wonder we're spreading across Africa as a continent. We're spreading into every other part of the world. Oh, good Lord. But we are just there. Are we the biggest country in terms of landmass? No. Are we as big as Ethiopia? Come on. We're like babies when it comes to Ethiopia's landmass. No, we're not close to them. But yes, we're still the likes of Ethiopia, the likes of Cameroon, the likes of Algeria, Cote d'Ivoire, South. Okay, I think I'm having a cough there. But anyways, every other country, Togo, they bow to the Giant of Africa. And it is a conversation that is now in dispute. Countries such as Ghana, South Africa, and a few other countries are contesting that title with us. I mean, from time immemorial, there's been contest upon contest. Is Nigeria the Giant of Africa? I mean, it's continued for some time. Just recently, I came across a video where a female Ugandan reiterated why she believes Nigeria is still the Giant of Africa. She mentioned sports, she mentioned music, she spoke about the fact that when you see a Nigerian anywhere, whether home or abroad, we command respect, we have confidence. We're so hardworking by nature. And that even our economy. Oh, she was also very down to earth when she says, well, over time though, the Nigerian economy has dwindled. Like our economy has been fluctuating. But she says, I mean, which country of the world has a stable economy? It will fluctuate now. At one point or the other, it will fluctuate. So even at that, she still believes that Nigeria is still the Giant of Africa. And she was really giving a hard time to the likes of Ghana, talking to them and telling them, please, shh, don't say a word. Don't stop it. Stop what you're doing. Stop it. Right? Stop. Don't say a word. So my question to us is, I mean, if you still look at it, do you really think Nigeria is the Giant of Africa? If yes, why? Tell me why. If no, tell me why. Are we still the Giant of Africa? Do you as a Nigerian believe that we are the Giant of Africa? Let me just ask a personal question there. Because it's coming on the heels of a dwindling economy, political uprisings, that it's ongoing, insecurity is ravishing us left, right, and center, and you say we are the Giant of Africa? Are we still the Giant of Africa? Do you believe that we are the Giant of Africa? The poverty level is skyrocketing, that we don't have the basis to track our poverty level. No, we now call it multi-dimensional poverty. In fact, the international community are the one helping us to tell us how poor we are. And how many people are still getting poorer. It is in Nigeria that we still talk about the vulnerable of the society, the poorest of the poor. Giant of Africa. That's what we are. Now, based on all of these, though, all right, just based on all of this, is Nigeria truly the giant of Africa? Do you believe we are? Did you ever think we were before? So, okay, I think it's a three-dimensional question. Do you think that we were a giant of Africa before? Do you think that we are the giant of Africa now? And if we are not, do you think we can still be the giant of Africa? But this Ugandan lady says, oh, I don't care. There's nothing you're going to tell me right now. I believe that Nigeria is the giant of Africa. All right, so I'm just going to get on out there. And then, of course, let's hear from this Ugandan lady. Let's hear what she has to say about Nigeria being the giant of Africa. Maybe this will help us understand where she's coming from, and maybe help you too to understand, why we probably are or are not the giant of Africa.
Back Nigeria all over the world, and how many from your country? You who is saying no, it is not.
One of such questions would be, do you think the Nigeria? Tell me why. If it is no, tell me why. I just really want to know. Ugandan has told us our own version of it. But I mean, nobody can tell our stories more than we tell ourselves. The other number is 0908 766 8888. The WhatsApp portal number 0909 705 4450. Is Nigeria the giant of Africa? Hello, good morning. B.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, please, I can. Loudly and clearly, I can.
Okay.
What's your name, please?
My name is Samuel. Yes, let me summarize. I don't want to go too
Okay, too far.
A giant, that's all understand, is a social being. You can't see a giant and today and tomorrow say it's not a giant. Even if the giant is sick, you will still say that the giant is sick.
Okay.
Nigeria being the giant of Africa, yes, and Nigeria was giant of Africa and is still the giant of Africa. Let me tell you something. We in Nigeria, when we are in our country here, we don't understand that name Nigeria. No matter what the government is doing, something happened to me. Something happened to me. I went to, one of the few countries I have been to. In one of them, somebody came to me and prostrated. I was somehow, I said, well, no, don't do that. What? He said, no. He must prostrate for a Nigerian. I said, why? This happened to me. It's not a story. It's not something like... This happened to me. This is real life. I am trying to...
Wait, Samuel, you want to tell us the country, or you just want to keep it close? You want to keep it...
Calm down.
Okay.
Now, when he prostrated, I tried to stop him. He couldn't. Then later now, I helped him to stand up. I said, why? He said Nigerians saved them during the war, during their war. He said, anywhere he sees a Nigerian, he must prostrate. Now, that was one. In the late 90s, you can confirm this from other people.
Right.
early 90s, no, early 90s up to mid 90s. If you go to a place like Germany, in Dortmund or Berlin, those days they used to gather workers. Now, the instruction is Nigerian and others. Now, it is a Nigeria who will lead, what they call foreman here. It's a Nigeria who will lead now to select workers for them. Because they said where a Nigeria is leading, work goes on. I'm telling you the reality. Now, they will want a Nigerian to start selecting others for them. It's a Nigeria and others.
Wow.
After taking Nigerians for such work, they begin to take other people. Now, some other countries, they just don't see them as the way they see Nigerians. Now, a small country like Ghana cannot compete. When I hear people comparing Nigeria and Ghana, I say, people are making mistakes. Ghana is hardly up to 3 states of this country. Now, if you come outside also, the reality is that the Ghanaians are jealous of Nigerians, because all what they say, when a Nigeria comes now, they will all be looking out for Nigerians. Now, Nigeria, what the problem we have is governance. In our own country, what we have, the problem we have is the government. If you go to all the institutions in America, I stand to be corrected. Any institution that is doing very well in America, a Nigerian is there.
Chai.
Whether it's in the health sector, whether it's in education, whether it is in technology, you will find a Nigerian there.
Okay.
Even in information technology, after Big Gate is Emma Gwali. I don't know if you have heard about Emma Gwali, who helped for data sets, but he was brought up, on those. You understand, Philip Emeagwali. Now, the problem that Philip Emeagwali, Nigeria, basically, we are too theoretical. The difference between Bill Gates and Emeagwali is that Bill Gates is into practical work.
Okay.
Emeagwali is well read, though. He has a PhD, but he was not heard of like Bill Gates.
Exactly.
Because he is into, let me say, he's into the knowledge aspect of ICT, but Bill Gates is into application. Application, knowledge and application, they are not the same thing.
Right.
Now, if you are into application, you will come out to the limelight much more. But if you look at the in-depth knowledge of ICT, you cannot compare Emeagwali with Bill Gates. Even Bill Gates said it. So if you now look at Nigerians, if you
even you are short. You are short of words. Even you are short of words.
No, Nigerians are very great people. We are very resilient. Anywhere you see a Nigerian, he wants to achieve. He doesn't want to relent. Others can go back when things become hotter and more difficult, especially outside the country. You see a Nigerian who will stand and make sure he gets to the end of it. That's why they like them abroad.
Okay. All right, Samuel, you didn't still tell me the country. You said you were going to mention that. I didn't forget. So what country was that?
Okay, let me now tell you. Incidentally, it's not even one country.
Oh, okay. So what countries are there?
It's Sierra Leonean.
Okay, Sierra Leonean. Okay, Sierra Leone. Okay.
Liberian has done the same.
I know why. Of course, we helped with the war.
And they said why. Then I want to tell you that a Senegalese also.
Senegalese, okay.
That one was in our profession. I do some small work in ICT.
Okay.
So he came and he bowed. He said he has not seen somebody who has done, certain things which I did. Around. Now, a German gave me a toolbox that worth about $2,000.
Right.
In 2001. Because what he was trying to do, he couldn't do it.
And you did it.
The problem came up.
Right.
So I wasn't there. Then he came to my small place corner where I usually work, and saw me doing what he was not able to do.
At ease.
He told me, he said, the white people are very plain. They are not like us. He didn't pretend. He called me. He said, "You see what you are doing." I don't want to mention his name here.
Yeah, no.
He said, "What you are doing now? I have tried it. I've tried it several times and I couldn't do it." Then I told him the secret of doing that work. And the moment I told him the secret of doing that work, the only thing he did was to surrender the tools. Yes.
So take the tools. It's more like I'm taking a bow. I'm bowing down. Guy, take it. It's yours.
That's how I got first class.
Wow. You know what? I think you deserve that too. You deserve it. Thank you. Honestly, you do deserve that, Sam.
are not minor people.
Yeah, okay.
Our government neglects us. Some of us, when we come back here, we look at it, we become confused, and you don't know what to say again. But when you go outside, you see that Nigerians are very, very valuable.
Very valuable
Nigerians
people.
Are very, very,
All right, Samuel.
And they speak good about us. We have the bad side. There's no how you have 12 children. All of them cannot be good now.
Right.
But so the good ones are more than the bad ones.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, Samuel, thank you. The good ones are still more than the bad ones. Samuel says that, look, we are not beyond remedy. We still have remedy somewhere along the line. There's not everybody that is rotten in this country. I mean, there are still some valuable people. I mean, that makes us what we are, because what is Nigeria if not the people? All right, so Samuel is taking sides, and with the Ugandan who's saying that Nigeria is still the giant of Africa. But why exactly is Nigeria the giant of Africa? I mean, are you still really holding on to that? I mean, let's look at the stats. Let's see the statistics. Let's see what exactly is going on. What really makes us the giants? Do you believe that Nigeria is the giant of Africa, or we are just the giants by name? Now, Samuel had made a statement that says, look, a giant is a giant. Even if the giant is sick, it still remains a giant. But let's not also forget that giants also can, some persons can grow into becoming giants. With the right condition, right? They can grow into becoming giants. Well, I'll get to hear from you. The phone lines are still open, but I got some time out to do. I'll be right back with a time in a short bit. Don't go away.
I'm not saying it because I am married.
Now, back to the music.
Darling, there's no need to worry.
Back to the music faster. Back to the music faster.
On Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Farex Borehole. We are competent. We are committed. We simplify borehole for your borehole survey, for your borehole drilling, or any of your borehole challenges. Call us on 080 3596 5170 080 3596 5170. You can visit our office at Goshen Plaza, opposite Jabi Motor Park, Abuja.
Hello, Nigeria. Hello, Africa. Do you want to work in the healthcare sector? Do you want to be a trained, certified nursing assistant, medical assistant, or caregiver? If yes, then register to enroll for Push Africa's one-year diploma in certified nursing assistance training happening at the African University College of Science and Technology, Abuja. Targeted trainees are unemployed graduates, O-level or ordinary diploma graduates, or anyone interested in working as a support worker in the healthcare sector. For details, log on to www.pushafrica.org or WhatsApp 080-339-42015 080-339-42015. For registration, pick up application form at our partner radio stations or visit the reception at the African University of Science and Technology, Abuja.
Studio time is 53 minutes gone past the hour 10 on the AM side, and it's still us going on a roller coaster with the general open banter. And I think it's just necessary for us to trash this issue once and for all. Many a time we hear Nigeria is the big big brother of Africa. We hear Nigeria as the giant of Africa and all of that. And it's been even contested by small countries. I mean, we see the way they even treat Nigerians. I mean, talking about Togo. I'm talking Togo here. Togo, Ghana. Are they still angry about what happened when they say Ghana must go? I mean, I saw some interview though in that regard and stuff like that. They were really bitter. But then I go beyond Ghana now. Let's get to Cameroon. We have always come at loggerheads with the Cameroonians, the Ivory Coast, that's Cote d'Ivoire. I mean, these countries, even Ethiopia, yes. It's at some point it starts becoming as if some countries are just always seeing us as, hey, you know it all. I too sabi, over sabi. You want to show yourself. You are just there. Pride comes before a fall. You show yourself too much and all of that. And I'm trying to understand it. And I think that the report of an outsider cannot really best the report of an insider. Now, by insider, I'm talking you and I. Which reports do you hold about Nigeria? Are we the giant of Africa indeed? Or is just a name tag that's been put on us? It's just been put on us, giant of Africa. Somebody once told me, we are the giant of Africa. What is there to show for it? So as far as he's concerned, we are not a giant of Africa. We are not. We're not the giant of Africa. But Sam has just clarified that a giant is a giant. Whether the giant is sick, in distress, in discomfort, going through certain challenges or not, it doesn't stop the giant from being a giant. There are other giants that have come up in the course of our sickness, so to speak, in the course of our negligence, so to speak, in the course of our lackadaisicality, in the course of our quiet. Seems like other giants have been born. Nigeria has been regarded the giant of Africa. It's a title bestowed upon us due to its massive population. We have abundant natural resources, significant economic influence. If Nigeria pulls out from the economy of Africa, I don't know what's going to happen. So is that why we are the giant of Africa? Over 200 million people and counting. That's what we are. I mean, we are the most populous black country in Africa. We are amounting to approximately 16% of the continent's population. Can you beat that? I mean, our economy is also one of the largest in Africa with a GDP of over 400 billion US dollars. However, that title is still contested. Particularly South Africa, which has now emerged as a significant economic and diplomatic power in recent years. I tell you, South Africa's economy is more diversified with a strong manufacturing sector, and its government has been more effective in addressing issues like corruption and inequality. Yes, in South Africa. So if anybody wants to talk about Nigeria being the giant of Africa, most of the time it will be about, oh, we have population. We have natural resources. Oh, we have cultural influence in our music, in our film, in our literature, and it's gained popularity in Africa and even globally. Okay. We have a history of liberation. Burkina Faso is in trouble. There's a coup. Whoo, Nigeria goes. We are solving problems. Guinea-Bissau, we go. There is problem in Liberia. There's going to be a usurping of the government. Nigeria goes. South Africa, appetite. Nigeria rushed. Nigeria's insecurity is going on for some years now. How many countries of Africa have rushed? So they leave the giants to face their problems alone. I don't know what you think. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you how it is. I mean, we're always very quick to attending to the issues of other African countries, even outside the shores of Nigeria, of Africa. We go there. You know ECOWAS? Economic Community of West African States. You know ECOMOG? ECOWAS Monitoring Group. where soldiers will be churned out from this country en masse. Let's go rescue that country. Oh, you know, Togo has been going through a lot. Let's just go and help. We are the big brothers. We're the giant. And yet we're crippling here. We're crippling. Whatever works, somebody told me, whatever works in Nigeria is because that sector decided to work. It's not because of a federal government influence. It's because Nigerians decided that sector must work. So when you say music, you say music, you say content creation, you say comedy, you say entertainment in general. It's because Nigerians decided that sector must work. Sports, is it working? Have we decided that it must work? Well, you tell me though. Is Nigeria the giant of Africa? A Ugandan lady has already put out voice there, and she says Nigeria, as far as she's concerned, is the giant of Africa. Do you really believe that we are the giant of Africa? 0907-353-0044. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hi, Yudi.
Hi, Nana. Good morning, Nana. Welcome, Nana. Talk to me, Nana.
Thank you.
Yes,
so,
please.
Yudi, this question shouldn't even be if Nigeria is the giant of Africa.
Okay.
Because in some aspects we are. The question should be, do other people acknowledge us as that?
Okay.
I feel like we do so much in Nigeria despite all the odds. Like, I don't know. Yudi, with the way I'm seeing all these African countries, name me 5 countries that will go through what we are going through and last a day. We go through a lot.
Right.
We go through a lot. Like, the amount of like corruption going on in this country. By God, if it was in some other country, the country will collapse. That country will collapse. Right? There will just be history. But you are seeing, and against all odds, we are just pushing through. They all know that we are the giant of Africa, but like they don't want to acknowledge it. I feel like that's the issue.
Okay.
And if we are comparing to South Africa, please. South Africa has a diverse. They have diverse races in that country, and we all know. Like, come on, how many top 10 rich people in South Africa? I'm pretty sure that the whites are going to be more than the blacks.
Right.
We are talking about like Africa in Africa. We are not talking about in Europe mixed with Africa. No.
Okay.
We are talking about like us, within us, our community, the blacks, I don't know, how should I call them? The ones in North Africans. I don't know what to even identify as, because I feel like they call Arab and Berbers brown or something like that. I don't even know. So like we are talking about us within Africa. We are not talking about like the ones that are so heavily mixed that you don't even know from. It's not a bad thing. Let me just.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Africans are Africans.
But like,
Africans are Africans. That's what it is.
Yes, they're Africans. But cause sometimes they will be like, oh yeah, you guys, you have corruption. Well, there's a South African that once told me that I live here. What is it called? I live with wild animals. And then I was like, girl, do you know that
really?
In South Africa you are more at risk to be attacked by a wild animal than in Nigeria? I've never seen a wild animal that's not in the zoo in Nigeria. They have constant attacks of wild animals in South Africa. So I don't even know what she was on about. So I was just like, try again. You will not get to
try again.
Like you would get when it comes to like wild animals, South Africans shouldn't say.
It should rank you number one. They should rank South Africa number one.
I feel like you the country that like respects us the most definitely going to be South Africa.
You think? Where did you put Ghana?
Yeah.
Where did you put Ghana? Where did you put Togo?
What is Ghana? Where's Ghana? Who is Ghana? When they are even talking, Ghana shouldn't open their mouth.
No. Come on, Nana. They will come for you. They shouldn't open their mouth.
I have a guy here, friend. We are always back and forth.
Yeah.
I'll be like, listen, you guys are not like up to our. So just keep quiet. When countries are speaking, you
don't talk.
Keep quiet and don't say anything. And then they will be like, they have like 247. Seriously. Let them have our population and see whether they will have the light that we are having.
Clash of
they
interest.
will have an issue. They are not even big. Their country is not big. So I feel like countries that are not even like big will have plenty, like have populations as much as us will come and just be disrespecting us. But I understand that it is. Well, it all goes back to our leaders. They are the ones who are making us fall short in the eyes of people.
Right.
But anyways, if you don't, I feel like if you never lived in Nigeria, if even you as a Ghanaian, as a South African, as a Togolese, as a Cameroonian, as whatever, if you've never lived in Nigeria for some period of time, I feel like you shouldn't have an opinion based on what people are saying.
I get that.
That's clear. I just don't understand, because most of the people saying that Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that, saying all this negativity, they only read about it online or saw something in the news.
Yeah.
We see that a lot too. We don't judge you with that. So, but even the facts, you know that there's facts that show Nigeria is a big country, like it's a very good place, but they will still choose to leave the positive and always
focus on the negative. Yeah, all right. See.
So Nigeria is giant of Africa.
So you agree to it that Nigeria is giant still?
I agree. Are you seeing the waves you are making in the entertainment industry?
Yeah, I see.
Even if they are saying that it's not nothing there, like we should focus on I don't know within the country. Like, no, entertainment is a very vital part of any country.
Right. It's a sector, a very vital sector in any country. Yeah, drives.
The thing is, I the thing I wish the most is if our government will just focus on our sport and entertainment industry and just be invested, because there's a lot of talent going to waste. It's so heartbreaking, honestly. This is just one thing that I will really, because like all this government, they will be like, I will give light, I will give water, I will give road, I will give hospital. Yes, those are very important, but we should also be looking at and vetting the talents that we have in this country.
Okay.
Look at the few ones that we have are making waves. Imagine how many more of those types of people are there that are undiscovered. Please, they should focus on entertainment and sport. I mean, see, even by that, no one will look us. And
all right,
Nana,
thank you. Nana's been all about Nigeria, singing our praises, talking about how we are still the giant of Africa, regardless of what anybody thinks. Well, I'll just quickly take this message coming from Uche from Akamata. He says, good morning, UD. Good morning to you too, Uche. He says, everything that Uganda lady said is absolutely true, but there are some areas she forgot to point out, which I want to complete to support her motion. Is any indisputable fact that Nigeria is the giant of Africa, both in terrorism and financiers of terrorism? Nigeria remains giant in corruption. We're topping the charts. In bad leadership and governance, we take the lead. Other African countries are learning from us in bad things. Therefore, we are at the top of the game. Populous black nation. All right, so he's saying that whether it's good or bad, we are still the giants of Africa, and the EU countries of the world in Africa, you're still learning from Nigeria when it comes to good or bad. Now, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this, Uche, but anyways, it is your thoughts, and I respect it actually, and it holds some truth as well. But let's talk GDP. South Africa is the #1 largest economy. So Nigeria has dropped. Sometime in 2022, we were the largest economy. It was said, oh, Nigeria is the largest economy. Oh my goodness. Where are we now? I'll tell you. Follow me now. So South Africa has got 426 billion US dollars in terms of, they've gone more than that GDP actually, and they are the most prosperous country in Africa. Robust banking, capital markets, economy is quite diverse, and they are encompassing mining, manufacturing, finance, and services. They're so good. I mean, it continues to be the industrialized economy on the continent, despite obstacles such as unemployment and problems with the energy supply and all of that. They are still the most industrialized country or economy on the continent of Africa. Yeah, and because of that, they enjoy certain leverages with other countries outside the shores of the continent, of Africa. Some South Africans don't need to write SATs to get into United Kingdom schools or USA universities, but we have to still write IELTS, we have to write IELTS, we have to write SAT, we have to write all of those to show that we speak English. Recently, though, we are the fourth when it comes to English speaking. Yes, a recent survey shows that Nigeria is now number 4. When it comes to English speaking. Now we understand it and we speak it well, so we are number 4. And Ghana follows us now. You understand? Let me try to speak like the Ghanaians. But the Ghanaians follow us now. They're number 5. We're number 4. Yeah? So I mentioned South Africa as the largest economy now. The second largest is Egypt. Egypt is having a gross domestic product of approximately 349 billion US dollars. It's driven by strategic assets like the Suez Canal, energy production, and large-scale infrastructure projects. It has a large population supporting domestic consumption, while tourism and manufacturing continue to boost economic outputs. I mean, in terms of tourism, their tourism is like what our entertainment industry is doing in Nigeria right here in Egypt. Yes, that's what it is. You can be compared. So in the number 3 comes Algeria. The same Algeria you beat 2-0. Yes, Algeria. Algeria is a North African nation's economy, and it is valued at about 288 billion US dollars and is largely powered by oil and gas exports. Energy revenues support public spending and infrastructure development. However, long-term growth depends on diversification beyond hydrocarbons. All right, so basically that's what it is for them. Hydrocarbons, energies, and stuff like that. Yes, and then oil and gas exports. Yes, Algeria comes number 3. Then Nigeria is number 4. 285 billion US dollars GDP. That's what we have over. I mean, we're the most populous nation in Africa. Our economy gains are sizable local markets. Oil exports are still essential. Industries like fintech, telecommunications, entertainment, agriculture are becoming more and more significant. So these are the industries that we have that is still holding us to putting us on the map. 285 billion and more over US dollars. That's what we are now. And followed by Morocco. After Morocco is Kenya, and the rest is history. I'll leave it that way. All right? So do you think that with this now, that Nigeria still can call itself or herself the giant of Africa? Is it a title that we must indeed embrace with our full chest? Or is it something we must relinquish and face the reality of what it is? All right? I'm still taking your calls, though. I'll take this one already. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, this is KGB talking and talking.
KGB, welcome aboard. Talk to me, KGB.
UD.
Yes, KGB.
UD, you know one thing?
Yes, please.
Is there...
Sorry, KGB, I didn't hear that. Hello? What did... No, the network is fluctuating, KGB.
Right now, I'm hearing you.
Okay, so go ahead. You said the day what? Oh, KGB, you might have to call us back. Hello, good morning. Please call us back, KGB. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Ochanya of the Most High.
Barrister.
Welcome, Ochanya, to the Pro Show.
We are the giants of Africa.
Chai, you believe it?
No matter what, nobody can stand us. Nobody. Nobody.
Nobody.
No matter what, despite the fact that we are going through challenges, security and the rest, we are the real giant Africa. Nobody can take it away from us.
Okay.
They should not even try us. No country.
Nobody can take it. All right, Ochanya.
When you go to some countries, you see the way they will be behaving. They say, are you from Nigeria? Once you say that you are from Nigeria, they will just feel like following you. Nobody can take that away from us.
Okay, Ochanya, I agree. She drops the mic now. Nobody can take it. Nobody. You know that she's coming from a place of depth. Right, but the calls are still, the phone lines are still open now. The studio lines, I mean, they are open. Is Nigeria still the giant of Africa? I mean, let's take some comments that come through the website now. Adebayo in Abuja is saying Nigeria is the giant of Africa because of our population and economic strengths. We need to build on these strengths. Kofi in Accra, Ghana is saying Nigeria's economy is struggling and corruption is rampant. Ghana is a better model for Africa. Liam, Johannesburg, South Africa, is saying South Africa is the real giant of Africa with a more stable economy and better governance. Well, I see you, Fatima. You are in Lagos. Says Nigeria's cultural influence is unmatched. Our music and film industries are booming. All right. Moses is in Nairobi, Kenya now. Says Kenya is emerging as a tech hub, and we are proud to be leading innovation in Africa. So I see you, Nana. You're in Dakar, Senegal. Nigeria's history of liberation is important, but we need to focus on building strong institutions. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. I see this one is coming from Jean. As well, you like to call this name Jean, but it's Jean. Jean in Kinshasa, DR Congo is saying, DR Congo has vast natural resources and we're working to become Africa's next giant. So you see what I'm saying? I said something earlier. I mean, as much as you say you're the giant of Africa, there are other giants that are growing, from the normal heights and all of that, and they are becoming giants too. It says the next giant. That's what Jean is saying all the way from Kinshasa. This one, Ruth, is in Addis Ababa. It says Ethiopia is emerging as a manufacturing hub, and we are proud to be part of Africa's growth story. Okay, well, still taking calls here now. We take this one here. Is Nigeria still the giant of Africa? Do you believe that? Hello,
good morning.
Okay, please turn off the radio.
Yeah, you can hear me now.
Turn off the radio set, please. Turn it off.
Yeah, turn that. No.
Okay, thank you.
Everybody is entitled. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, KGB.
I say everybody is entitled to use her own assertion.
Okay. So what is your assertion? What is your assertion?
My assertion is that Nigeria is not in any way giant of anything.
We are not giants in any way.
We are giants there's places where we are giants of.
Okay.
Giants in criminality, wickedness, giants in corruption, giants in intimidation, giants in all aspects of
all the bad things. All the bad things, we are giants.
Oh yes. All the bad things.
I get
that's where they are giants.
Right.
You see, a country that cannot produce the leader cannot have the masses in mind.
So KGB, let me ask this question. So you believe that if the likes of South Africa says Nigeria is not the giant of Africa, you agree with them then?
Not at all. They are not giant of Africa. South Africa is far ahead.
So you
can. Mauritania.
So you're
Mauritania.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, what about it? See, there was a time I stayed in Lagos briefly, and you know one thing? We used to get out of Lagos, enter Ivory Coast, to go to Ivory Coast, to go and do what? To go and do night, enjoy ourselves. And you are doing it wholeheartedly that we are not expecting anything bad. We are not expecting anything that has to do with a criminal or criminality.
Yeah.
That is why we do Nigerians, find ones, the way they are obeying, even their boys. The way they are obeying what is happening there, what the place is, unlike here. So somebody to come and say, yes, individually, Nigeria can measure to some extent. That was just because they want to improve their own self-end. Okay. I mean, so they want to improve themselves. But other people, you can see other countries in Africa that individual can come and drop his head and face and make sure that he achieves something for himself and the public.
Right.
That is never done in Nigeria.
So
and so come and say they are the highest. Nobody can take that away from. Which aspect? Which aspect are Nigeria?
KGB. So you're saying that other African countries, they are selfless. Nigerians are mostly, they are not selfless people. We are mostly individualistic. We're selfish. We're selfish people, right? Is that what you're saying?
You know what? The woman that is telling you that
focus on the our own this thing. Let's not attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying now. The one that tell you that Nigerian content, the people are imitating it and make use of it in Uganda.
The Ugandan lady, yes.
And they are on a crossroads. They are misroad. You don't need to imitate Nigeria from anything with anything.
I get it.
To your own. So those ones that they don't know Nigeria. Maybe they're trying to, they have been hearing Nigeria. Maybe they want to come in. Now, what do you expect them to say? They want to come in and they want to, thinking that Nigeria is what they hear outside. We that are inside knew that Nigeria is emptiness.
So we're not telling ourselves the truth in Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now.
Yes. But somebody that is telling you in Nigeria, you see. Okay, for instance, my brother, you can hear that in the whole world today, US is the most famous country you can do this in. You can call today. Why? Because of what they put in place, because of what the government does to them, because of what the individual contributed to the government and what government contributed to the individual. Unlike here, and we are now famous in words in anything negative. So you see, to cap it up, I tell you, there is nowhere Nigeria is giant anything.
Okay.
Nowhere.
Okay, nowhere at all.
Anything.
Okay. All right, thank you, KGB.
Yeah, thank you. So let them pass well that Nigeria is the giant in the nation.
Okay. KGB says there's nowhere. And he gave his facts. He said there's nowhere Nigeria is giant of what? What are you giant? Look, let's be honest. He said be real with yourselves, Nigerians. Are we giant in anything? No, we are not. We are not giant in anything. We are mid giant of all the negativities, that's what we are. But when it comes to being real giants, leave it for real giants. Hello, good morning. Yes, please, Ochanya.
We are the giants of Africa. No matter what, we are the giants, and I will continue to say, we are the giants of Africa. I love this country, and by the grace of God, country is going to be okay, and we are the giants.
Okay, appreciate it, Ochanya. Ochanya reiterating how giant we are now. Says we are the giant. I am professing my love for Nigeria, and the country will be okay, she believes. We're still the giants, regardless. Right. Okay, number is still open for you to tell me your thoughts. I mean, a 2020 survey by Afrobarometer found that 62% of Nigerians believe their country is the most influential in Africa. A 2022 report by the African Development Bank ranked Nigeria as the largest economy in Africa, followed by South Africa and Egypt. And then in recent times, the most recent of them all, the Ogakpatakpata of them all in terms of ranking, has shown that South Africa is the one leading in terms of economy. I mean, what exactly makes a country giant, if not the economy? I don't know. You tell me. Because if the economy is stable, it means that there are some sectors that are working and contributing to the GDP of that country. Whether it's entertainment, whether it's manufacturing, whether it is the industrialization, whether it's the banking sector, whether it is the health sector, whether it's the education sector, you name it, put it all together. Is it the security? Put it all together. Power sector? Put it all together. Everything reflects in the GDP of that country. I guess that's the basis. That's how you say somebody is a giant or somebody is taking the lead. If economically we're not taking the lead, what makes us the giant? I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just giving you based on statistics, right? What makes you the giant? And that's where KGB is coming from. Goes beyond just being the largest, most populous black nation of the world. No, it goes beyond that. KGB is saying fix the economy, make sure things are right, and ensure that there is security. They said ensure. We had traveled through Togo to Ivory Coast just to have a good time, and we do so without fear or favor. There's not going to be anybody holding gun somewhere, holding a knife to our throat or our necks. We just enjoy, and when we meet Nigerians who are there too. From what I understand from KGB, that's what he's trying to say. That there is poor governance. Fix it. Fix the economy. That's it. Give us power. That's what makes us giant. I mean, take us back to the days when we flourished with cocoa. Even then, we were still the giants. And that name wasn't given to us by any African. I mean, it was based on, antecedents. The world called us the giants. Okay, but here we go. We'll go take this one, though. We'll take 2 more calls. We call it a close.
Yes.
KGB. Yeah, KGB. Tell me.
I thank you for educating some people.
1 minute.
I thank you.
1 minute, KGB. Let me hear you.
Yeah, man. This KGB man, I'm the one.
Yeah, go ahead. 1 minute. Yeah.
I thank you for educating some people that don't really understand the meaning of or what it takes to be giant, or the meaning of a giant.
Right.
Thank you for educating them.
Appreciate KGB.
See,
for that.
I tell you, sometimes even now, you can get to Lagos or from any angle, enter Cotonou, and you will be in the back. They will take a bag going to Togo. Man, in the night, you will relax, do everything, enjoy yourself, and get there and do what you want. But can you try to make it entry motor from? We are in Abuja. Abuja here to Enugu or Anambra.
Okay.
Time around in Nigeria.
KGB, I get a concern so that we can get other family members to be a part of the discourse. Thank you. I already reiterated that before. Let's go take this one. Hello, good morning.
Hello, this is Samuel again.
All right, Samuel. All right, talk to me, Samuel.
You say what drives?
Drives? What makes? Before we can say this is a giant of something. What drives it?
It's good governance.
Good governance.
What drives the GDP of any country is good governance.
Okay.
When the government in power is familiar with what to do and use the resources wisely, and you see what we are talking about. So South Africa can never be near us. None of them can be near us. But since we don't have good governance in Nigeria as it is now, our resources are not being properly used. When government comes into power, all they are towards to borrow money and share it. That's too childish.
So Samuel, wait. Are you saying South Africa has good governance?
Sorry?
Are you saying that South Africa has good governance?
Have what?
Good governance. Good governance. They have good governance.
Better than Nigeria.
Better. Okay.
South Africa governance is much better than that we find in Nigeria.
Okay.
Now, you see, Nigerian government, the leaders don't concentrate in this country. If you concentrate in this country and get what we have in Nigeria, you see, Nigeria will not be contesting about Africa. It's the world.
Right.
Do you understand?
Okay, Samuel.
Because even if you look at the world rating, if you look at telecommunication, if you look at telecommunication, after India, China, America, it is Nigeria. So Brazil wanted to contest with Nigeria. But our people don't talk. The government is not active. Our government is dormant. That is why even somebody was talking about doing all of these exams, IELTC, and the rest of them. We go to school from nursery to university in English language.
Do you understand? Do you understand, Samuel? Do you understand?
I protected it in one of the interviews I attended. Everybody was surprised. I told them, "Why do you test us in English? All what we did is in English."
Right.
So there's no need for you to test us in English.
Okay.
They told me that it has been like that because nobody has spoken about it.
Contesting it. Yeah, I get
nobody has spoken about it. A lot of Nigerians are teaching English abroad, both in America and in Europe. Yes, but they want us to go through a test to know if we are speaking English. That's a slight on the government. So we need good government.
Institution I once applied to for masters in the UK. It was after I contested it. They said, "Okay, we'll see what we can do. We'll work with your WIAC, and you should have just told us that earlier." And really, I should have told you that. But you look at all my credentials, and you see it's in English. Right, you see it's in English, but then he's wrong. But we must really indeed look inwardly and work on ourselves, because when we even say good governance, who are the people who pilots the affairs of not the people? You and I, we are the ones that make this country a giant of Africa. I mean, more coal still coming through. I don't think I can still make any more at this point in time, though. But okay, producer says take this one. He's been very consistent now. Hello, good morning. Okay, hello. All right, decided to take that one, and it just went south. I see. We'll just take this one and call it a close. Hello.
Okay, then now we can go.
Yeah, Triple D, welcome aboard. All right, Triple D, in 1 minute, please, just hit it hard.
You believe we are African because there is no nation in the country, if it's not few, that is being blessed like Nigeria.
Okay.
So for us having everything that God has blessed us, that defines us as a giant. But because we have the wrong side of leadership, wrong side of system, it makes us look as if we are nothing. But by the time we got the right people in the right place to produce the right system, even the white, even the other countries will be afraid of Nigeria.
Okay.
Have a wonderful day. We'll get it right.
We will get it right. We're still the giants. I don't care what you think.